Okay, we're back many weeks later, I think, with the update to the XPS, which is, as you can see, is now working. It took a while to get there, as I had to keep buying parts for it, but yeah, we kind of got there in the end. It's booted up, Windows is installed, everything's working. It's pretty much new again, with obviously a few little exceptions. So mouse works, buttons work, internet works, or the wireless works I should say, Ethernet, the video drivers, sound, Bluetooth, the fingerprint reader works. Thankfully I have tested that. I enrolled my own fingerprint. It has now been deleted, of course. But yeah, the fingerprint reader works. And why has the color suddenly gone a bit blue? Can I? Okay, that's weird. Oh, okay, because of that. Okay. So yeah, everything's back to working again. So then there's only technically 3 flaws. One that isn't a flaw is that there are some dents on this panel, or the palm rest I should say. This was the best one I could find for the price. Obviously the whole point wasn't to spend too much money on this and then sell it on eBay. So this was the best one I could find within a good price that wasn't completely dented or rusted or anything like that. So I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, you know, every single one of these I've seen on eBay has had dents in it. I have no idea how people manage that. I really don't. But yeah, they somehow managed to get so many dents on them. They must drop things on them or punch them or whatever. I don't know. I've never managed to dent my laptops before, so I don't know how people manage to do that. So yeah, all these buttons work. I should have gotten a CD to test. Damn. Actually, I do kind of have one. Hang on, let me see if I can. Oh, look, a Vista disc. Let's put that in. Look at that, genuine Vista. Look at that. And I do like it's a slot loader. Whee. Oh. And yes, I do always seem to be watching Jiraga 1 when I'm doing this. It's just ironic. Okay. You can hear the CD. And there we go. So yeah, CD works. CD drive works. The CD drive, or the DVD drive, was replaced because the other one was quite loud. So this one, thankfully, is a lot quieter. And I do like capacitive touch buttons as well. That's cool. I mean, if I do manage to sell this, I might get one for myself because they're actually quite nice. So that works. You know what? Have I tested? I can't remember if I've tested the camera actually. Let's test the camera. Did I put the Dell? There we go. Yeah, Dell webcam. Actually, I think. Oh, that's just that. Okay. Have I not installed the Dell webcam? Ah. Okay. I obviously haven't installed that. Oopsie. Yeah, okay, crap. Dell. Yeah, okay, it's not installed. That's annoying. Okay. I thought I had. And while I'm here, it has a 500GB Western Digital Scorpio Black. is good. I could have sworn I'd done it. It is a creative card, a creative software, technically speaking. But yeah, no shit. I have not installed it. I don't have the flash drive to hand. It's just there. Oh, okay. Put the flash drive in. Let's see if the software for the webcam's still on it. Bloop. Software. No, not software. Drivers. Dell. Oh, there we go. Look. Okay, so I haven't installed it yet, so I'll do that. But yeah, as for that, everything else is working. Oh, it doesn't automatically run. Okay, we shall have to run it then. That one. And set up. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Or next. Next. Okay. So yeah, everything works with the exception of the speakers. Only one speaker works. The left speaker works. The right speaker doesn't. I replaced the speakers with two new ones. Same thing. So there's obviously nothing wrong with the speakers. It has to be the motherboard, or the audio circuit in the motherboard. But thankfully, the headphone jacks, they still work fine. There's still stereo audio coming out of those, which is good. Hence the addition of two literally brand new speakers that I bought just for this laptop. They're USB powered, and they do sound quite good. Let me go. Can I go back to the desktop? The other part, one of the main of course, we get this, which happens on every version of Windows 7 I've ever installed. Mostly Professional and Ultimate. Every single one of those has had that problem with Explorer at random. I am not kidding. That's the only main issue I have with Windows 7 is the constant Explorers randomly crashing. Okay, we don't need that flash drive. So yeah, this is one of the main flaws, that there is a small black dot or small black scratch in the screen. It's not, you can't feel it. There's nothing there. So somehow it's underneath the front plastic, but you cannot feel anything. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't there when I got it. So, I mean, that's the only, with the exception of the dents, that's mainly the only cosmetic flaw. But again, you can't really do anything about the dents. But I could got another screen, but that's just too expensive, and everything's going a bit dark because the screen's too bright. Oh yes, sound. I shall show you the speakers, which are surprisingly good. I've got some music on my flash drive. I am not going to do anything copyrighted. Anyone up for a bit of Ikaruga? Now obviously this isn't going to come across very well, but So yeah, those are the speakers. They are surprisingly good for how cheap they were. They do sound quite loud and quite bassy. Let's try something with some vocals. Again, I'm not doing anything copyrighted, so Sonic the Hedgehog songs, yeah? What's everyone's favourite Sonic song? I don't know. Let's do Open Your Heart. Turn that back up again. Yeah, so the speakers are actually surprisingly good. They're not bad actually. Obviously you've got the capacitive touch buttons for the volume up and down. Well, that's sorry, the mute. So they work. Like that. And of course, before I forget, the remote control, which also works. See, there you go, just point it. There you go. Oop. There we go. And stop. So yes, the remote control works as well. And I can't get it back in. There we go. So yeah. Actually, while I'm here. So that's what the laptop speaker sounds like, and it only comes out of this one. Nothing coming out of this one. So yeah, speakers are a bit necessary. Okay, close that down. Okay, so for some reason that's still installing. That's normally finished by now. I think that Explorer crash might have bugged it up a little bit. Let's try this again. And set up. Yes. Let's hope that Explorer does not crash this time. Yeah, what else was there? I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We have that little splotch bit there. And obviously the speaker. Only one speaker works. Oh yes, the problem with the AC adapter. I shall have to demonstrate that after this has installed. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the video now so I don't run out of space, and then I'll continue recording after this is done, and then just splice the two together. So I'll be back in 2 seconds.